Good afternoon. My name is Marco Francini. I would like to thank you very much, Mr. Ambassador, for organizing this event. Blue economy is also at the heart of our activities and our priorities for the coming years. So I'm going to speak briefly about what the EIB is and what our products are and what our objectives are in general, and then I will deep into our activity into blue economy. So the EIB is the bank of the EU. The shareholders are the 27 member states that give us the objective to invest in 4 key areas, which are climate, environment, innovation, SMEs, and infrastructures. We issue AAA bonds in capital markets, and we are located in Luxembourg. We have opened the office for the Baltic state in the beginning of 2020. Last year, EIB Group made available around $1 billion for Lithuanian projects. So we are a bank, so we offer financial products. Financial products are mainly loans, both to public and private sector counterparts. One example, that is our large cooperation with the State Treasury to co-finance EU structural funds. We have also large cooperation with municipalities, like Municipality of Vilnius, with whom we have supported the city to invest into urban infrastructure and energy efficiency. We also provide loans to state companies like Ignitis. Last year we have financed a project related to smart meters. We have also provided funds to municipal companies. This year we signed the first deal in Lithuania in the water sector with Vilnius Water. Vilnius Water is a project of revamping their water and wastewater treatment, and we are helping us providing finance for this project. We can also provide project finance, loans to project finance or PPP, as well as equity and hybrid product. Equity we can do both via funds, so we finance the funds with our European Investment Fund, which is our daughter company, or to very innovative company. And this year we financed the first venture capital debt to a company, Lithuanian company called Brolis, that is active in photonics, and this deal is 7.5 million. We also offer guarantees for banks. This allows us to support SMEs. So basically what we do is that we sell those guarantees that are capital relief product to banks, and then the banks with these guarantees are able to support even more SMEs. Now, during the pandemic, we also saw the tremendous impact on SMEs, and especially in coastal areas. Let's imagine all the missing business for the touristic attraction in coastal areas, as well as the increased pollution. For this reason, last year we have launched the European Guarantee Fund, which is additional instrument to support SMEs. And in Lithuania, we have already signed 2 deals. The first one is with Payray, which is a small fintech located in Vilnius, but is active in the 3 Baltic states. The EIB, of course, is not only finance. We have a department called PJ that is a form of 400 between engineers and economists, expert in each of the sector that we finance. So we have transport expert, renewable energy expert, expert in life science, expert in project finance and PPP. And this is why we also offer advisory service and technical assistance for those projects that need support for their bankability to become bankable one day, but as well as to disseminate best practices. We are the EU Climate Bank. In 2007, we were the first to issue what was called climate awareness bonds. And today, for the moment, we are still the largest issuer on green bonds. In the end of 2019, the board of directors took an historic decision. We have decided to stop any support to projects that involve fossil fuel. In addition to this, we are going to increase our lending to climate action and environmental sustainability to 50% by 2025. In addition to this, we are aligning all our activities to the Paris Agreement, which means that not only we will need to make sure that the project fulfills one of the policy requirements, but also that this project does not harm the environment and do not, let's say, impact our commitment to climate action. So last year, we have signed projects for around 63 billion, of which 24.2 in related to climate action. As you can see, we are very active in sustainable transport, as well as energy efficiency. Energy efficiency, out of this, 70% is in building, as well as renewable energy, where you can find projects in the solar, wind, and of course, innovation, climate action, adaptation. We are particularly happy to be today here in Klaipėda, because Klaipėda is a city that had actually 2 projects financed by the EIB. The first one was in 2013, Klaipėdos Nafta, with the LNG terminal that was very important for the security of supply of not only Lithuania but all the region, as well as the port of Klaipėda. So we are happy to have contributed to also the development of the city, and we might have another project very soon approved. By the end of September, we will let you know very soon. So, blue economy. Okay, I'm not going to say why blue economy is important. We already know 70% of the surface is covered by water, 50% of the oxygen is produced by ocean and seas, and also there is a large amount of world population that lives close to the sea. Now, one thing very important that we have participated is that we have developed, together with KfW, the WF, the European Commission, and the World Resource Institute, the Sustainable Blue Economy Financial Principle. The objective here was to bring together financial institutions, scientists, stakeholders, policymakers, in order to give clarity to investors of what it means to finance sustainable blue economy. By the way, now this initiative is under the umbrella of the United Nations Environmental Programme Financial Initiative, and this standard, this principle, have become the gold standard to finance sustainable blue economy. So our strategy, we call it the Clean and Sustainable Ocean Program, consists in 2 components. So the first component is the so-called Clean Ocean Initiative, which is targeting developing countries, and therefore mainly outside the EU. In 2018, we have jointly agreed with KfW and AFD, that are the German and the French developing agency, to commit 2 billion to finance projects that would tackle ocean plastic pollution and generally sustainable blue economy. In 2020, also CDP and ECO, that are the National Promotional Bank of Spain and Italy, have also joined this initiative. Example of project that financed under this initiative is a wastewater treatment in Buenos Aires, a stormwater plant in Benin, and also the cleaning of the water and wastewater in Cairo for the Nile River. Another important part of our strategy is the Sustainable Ocean Strategy, where we have committed to lend 2.5 billion to sustainable ocean project by 2023. We can see the blue SOS, as we call it, which is based on mainly five sectors and 5 objectives. Of course, coastal management, green shipping, sustainable fishery, blue biotechnology, and RDI. Now, coastal management, for example, we have financed a project in the Netherlands to increase the height of the dams. The same thing for Mose in Italy, and another project in Spain to prevent and limit coastal erosion. Now, let's talk about one one part of blue economy which is at the heart of our initiative and also experience. So since 2012, we have supported offshore wind for 12 gigawatt. This is a sector where we have a large expertise, and if you see energy experts, you can definitely see that energy coming from wind will become a large part of the energy mix by 2030. Of course, we are also looking at innovative technology like wave, tidal, and also other blue-based industries, innovative like algae, that was also mentioned by Commissioner Senkevicius this morning. If you want to arrive to our sustainable goals commitment, we need also to finance innovation and in order to have the technology that will arrive us to those limits. Okay, onshore, offshore, and wind, these are technologies that are at a different level of maturity. Of course, we see onshore wind is mature. Offshore wind and fixed bottom, floating bottom are both projects that we have financed in the past and we're going to continue to support. This is a bit some values of our lending to the wind sector. And some of the projects that we have financed a little bit everywhere in Europe. Of course, we have done also a project in 2011 in Estonia related to wind energy. Now, green shipping is was also mentioned before. Of course, if you want to decarbonize the transport sector, we needed to increase our support to green shipping. In the past, of course, we have financed projects where even hybrid propulsion system, but of course now we see more and more projects related to electrification of the maritime transport. We have also a fund initiative, the Blue Investment Fund and the Portugal Fund, where we are going to invest into innovative and small companies related to that are business in the blue economy. So in conclusion, what I want to say is that this kind of event is very important because it really brings together all the stakeholders, the ministries, the municipalities, but also the private sector and companies in order to talk together and to understand which are the objectives that we have and how we can arrive to this objective. For the EIB, blue economy is one of the priorities and definitely is are very important in the decarbonization strategy of Europe. We are going to increase our support to the sector, and to mobilize the private sector and the governments will be essential. Thank you very much.